Thomas Markle's actions over the years have been nothing short of a betrayal to his own daughter. The paradox of a father who claims to love his child, yet consistently exploits her for media attention, is a bitter pill to swallow. But this is the reality Meghan Markle has had to face with her father, Thomas Markle. Time and again, Thomas has chosen to air his grievances and personal narratives to the press, rather than seeking a private reconciliation with his daughter. His behaviour is not just hurtful, it's a blatant betrayal. He's not just sharing family secrets, he's trading them for his 15 minutes of fame. Every time he gives an interview, he adds another layer of complexity and strain to their already fractured relationship. And the worst part? He seems to be oblivious of the harm he's causing. Despite his actions, he appears baffled at Meghan's decision to maintain distance. But let's call a spade a spade. What kind of parent prioritizes their ego over their child's well-being? What kind of father uses his daughter's fame to keep himself in the limelight? The answer, sadly, is Thomas Markle. So when he looks into the camera with a confused expression, asking why his daughter won't speak to him, it's hard not to see the hypocrisy. His actions have made it clear that fame is more important to him than his relationship with Meghan. The risks for Meghan and her family are real and significant. If we take a moment to delve into the potential dangers they face if Thomas Markle is allowed back into their lives, it becomes abundantly clear why Meghan has made the choices she has. Let's not forget that Thomas Markle is not just a nuisance. He's not merely an embarrassment. He's a man who has proven time and again that he is willing to put his personal gain above the safety and privacy of his own daughter. Remember the instance when he released Meghan's private letters to the public. This was not just a violation of trust, but a serious security breach. If Meghan were to let him back into her life, who's to say he wouldn't do it again? Who's to say he wouldn't leak her private address or details about her security arrangements? He could even sell stories about her children. If she lets him back in, he becomes a direct security risk to her and her family. Meghan and Harry made the brave decision to move to the US for their safety and privacy. Why would she willingly invite such chaos back into her life? For Meghan, keeping Thomas out is not just about emotional well-being, it's about the safety of her family. Thomas Markle's recurring actions suggest a pattern of manipulation. Let's take a closer look. His actions have been far from those of a concerned, loving father. Instead, they paint a picture of a man who has repeatedly manipulated situations for his own gain, often at the expense of his daughter's reputation and peace of mind. For instance, just days before Meghan's wedding, he was caught staging paparazzi photos, trying to paint himself as a devoted father preparing for his daughter's big day. When the truth came out, it was clear that this was nothing more than a calculated move to sway public opinion. Then there's the incident where he released private messages between himself and Meghan. Rather than respecting the sanctity of their communication, he chose to violate her privacy, allowing the press to twist the narrative to suit their own agendas. And let's not forget his regular appearances on talk shows and in tabloid pages, where he often plays the victim, all while continuing to betray Meghan's trust. Each action, each choice, further cements his pattern of manipulative behaviour. His actions suggest a clear pattern, one that Meghan is justified in wanting to escape from. It's not about holding grudges, it's about protecting oneself from a consistent source of betrayal and emotional turmoil. And who could blame her? Meghan has every right to protect herself and her family from toxic relationships. It's an unfortunate truth that she finds herself in this situation, but it's a reality faced by many. Now, there's no shortage of critics who think Meghan should keep her father in her life simply because he is her father. But let's be clear, the familial bond is not a free pass for toxicity and manipulation. In fact, the criticism Meghan faces for cutting off Thomas Markle is simply unjust. It's an echo of the societal pressure to maintain harmful relationships just because they're family. Meghan is not immune to this pressure, and being a public figure does not mean she owes him access to her life. She is a person, just like you and me, and she deserves to feel safe, respected, and loved in her relationships. This idea that she should tolerate constant betrayal, manipulation, and public embarrassment because he is her father is not only unfair but harmful. It's important to remember that Meghan is not only a public figure, she is a mother, a wife, and a woman who has every right to set boundaries with the people in her life. Meghan's decision to cut off Thomas Markle is a testament to her strength and her commitment to protecting her family. It's a difficult decision, but it's one that prioritizes her well-being and the well-being of her children over public opinion. And that, in itself, is a powerful message. At the end of the day, Meghan owes Thomas Markle nothing. We've spent our time together dissecting the layers of this complex and unfortunate situation. A father who seems to value public attention over a genuine relationship with his daughter. Thomas Markle's actions time and again have shown a disregard for Meghan's privacy, her safety and her well-being. His hypocrisy is clear as he publicly criticises Meghan, while simultaneously wondering why she maintains her distance. In this volatile equation, Thomas Markle is not just an estranged father. His actions have shown him to be a potential security and mental health risk, willing to exploit his familial ties for personal gain. He has invaded Meghan's privacy, leaked personal details, and given the media plenty of ammunition to continue their relentless scrutiny of her life. This is not a simple case of familial misunderstanding, but a pattern of manipulation that has been repeated over the years. From staging paparazzi photos to releasing private messages, Thomas Markle has proven himself to be untrustworthy. His repeated claim of victimhood is a classic manipulation tactic designed to divert attention from his own actions. Meghan's decision to cut ties with her father is not an easy one, but it is a necessary measure to protect herself, her family, and her mental health. Being a public figure does not mean she owes anyone unlimited access to her life, and being a parent does not grant an automatic pass for toxic and harmful behaviour. We should remember that Meghan, like anyone else, has the right to set boundaries and protect herself from harm. We encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Meghan's decision? How would you handle a similar situation? Meghan has made her choice to protect her peace, and for that she has our respect. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more discussions like this. See you in the next one.